I did Persona 5 Volume 1. There's 5 of them. I only did the first one, not gonna lie. Alright, so first, wait, why did it go in? Alright, let's go back in there. There we go. Much better. Oh, that's close. Okay. So, original concept by Alice and art and story by this lovely person right here. Pretty much after our main protagonist was arrested, he is shipped to another place and he has to go to a different school. Well, at the school he meets a bunch of people and they are gonna take down some bad guys, which is lovely. In terms of class stuff that we've done, there's good versus evil, heroism, and ethics. Ethics is later down the line, but Let's go to, it's this one right here. There we go. Okay. You see, navigation app over here. This is used to get into the palaces and later the metaverse, but that's not talked about right now. LeBlanc is the base. This is where he's staying. Our main character is staying. So, he's gotta live somewhere, obviously. Protagonist backstory. So right here, this is the man he's staying with. They call him boss. So we're gonna call him boss. Now, pretty much, our main protagonist, Akira over here, this lovely shocked individual, there was a woman who needed help because she was being harassed by this guy, and our boy Akira tried to stop it, and the dude basically pressed charges against him because he's, a step. So, what you gonna do? So, we're gonna go, we're going to 2. Why is that even fit? There we go. Alright, so, he's scene number 2. The Velvet Room attendees. This lovely man is Igor. He's the boss. He kind of talks a little bit, but he's the boss. And these are the twins. They help you a little more. You'll see them more later. And then our lovely protagonist is kind of sitting there because he doesn't really know what's going on. Over here, we meet An and Kamoshida. An's up here. Kamoshida is this person that we're not going to talk about right now. And then later on, this is Ryuji down here. I realize I didn't introduce him later, but that's Ryuji. And Akira again. They're at this weird looking castle that is where their soul's supposed to be. I'll explain that in a second. Go back in here. I think we talked about it. This was their logo later on. We'll leave that alone. While they're in that castle place, later on, Akira awakens this dude. He's got a top hat and everything. He helps them fight stuff. Ryuji gets his later, but we'll talk about that stuff. Now, and they meet this cat who will deny it to the grave that he's not a cat, but he looks like a cat. He's our wealth of wisdom about this, strange universe. He talks about what a palace is, which is pretty much a conjuration of someone really messed up and evil. So the Kamoshida guy, he considers himself the king of the school. So he's the king and the school is the castle. It's the castle. And he pretty much believes he can do whatever the heck he wants, no matter what's happening. Various illegal things as well. We'll get into in a second. Go back to 4. Here's 4. Here we go. Alright. So, Akira and Ryuji are trying to figure out basically trying to get proof that Kamoshida is a terrible person. Because everyone in the school lords him as their savior because he's a Olympic medalist and he's been getting them, finalists, sports stuff. Schools like sports stuff, brings them fame and all that jazz. They're trying to basically find some information, and they're talking to this dude right here. He's one of the volleyball people, Mishima over here. And pretty much, Kamoshida is abusing everyone on the team. And the parents know. All the adults know. And they're just letting him do it. All of them. No one is stopping it whatsoever. 10 out of 10 guys. Over here. Okay. So this is Morgana explaining. He's pretty much explaining if they change Kamoshida's heart, he'll confess, and all this and stuff. All the abuse and being a creep with the girls will stop. All of that will stop, which is good. If we go over here, he explains the treasure thing. So every palace ruler has a treasure, which is basically what they consider their symbol of power. So whatever they are, if they're say, I don't know, an artist, maybe a piece of art, that's like they hail is really important. You gotta steal it to, get them to confess and all that shit. This one doesn't cover that though. Ooh, go back in here. Okay, there we go. So now they try to confront him after they talk to Mishram. I remember they spill the beans that everyone knows and nobody's doing anything. It backfires horribly. Long story short, backfires horribly because Akira's got a record. Ryuji, he essentially pretty much has a record, but at the school. So, long story short, no one will believe because records and stuff. So he gives them. If you go a little closer, right? Here we go. Basically, he comes up with some nonsense, and he pretty much, when they have their big teacher meeting where they come together and talk about stuff, he's pretty much going to say, expel these two. With this lovely piece of information that is completely moot. This one right here is, they go back in the palace, the big castle, they go back in the castle, because, well, they have a deadline now, obviously. They go back in to go and confront him, and it's a whole mess. Ryuji awakens, so this is his persona, this big, like, pirate ship guy. He's, like, huge. That's his guy. And after all that, they, move forward, they leave, and, they're doing what they're doing, and it kind of cuts, and it just shows this woman over here, Sai, talking to this guy, and this guy is Akechi, and he's important later on, but they don't cut with him. He's important, so I think he's gotta be here, obviously. And that's all the key scene. Opinion. Long story short, I love Persona, so I was like, I already knew I would like it, especially since it follows the game, and I like things that follow their source material, because when they go off the rails, it really annoys me, because it's just, you have something to follow, just follow it, stop going in this messy place. It's just annoying. They do, with the whole cliffhanger things, like I said, Akechi and all that stuff, they don't, that stops. And you don't get to see the ending of what they do with Kamoshida, so that, it's like, you've never seen me go like, I want to know what happened. You want to see him get his comeuppance, like, at least it gets worse. It gets worse. He's just so much worse. And that is just, it's stuck. There we go. That is just a reference, because it was from